Hello, my name is Chunks, and these are my team members, Huang and Prajwal, and together we make up 600 Trinity. And the title of our project is Who's Got AI? And essentially, in this project, we're trying to determine which countries dominate the global AI landscape. And we do this by analyzing each country's capability with respect to their possession of key resources that are required for AI development. And basically, we break down AI development into 7 different dimensions. And these are hardware sovereignty, which is essentially stuff like whether or not a country possesses a large share of the global semiconductor supply chain, or other tools like photography tools that is required for AI development. We also have research capacity, as well as talent base and AI governance readiness. In the end, we create something that we call the AISI index score, or the AISI index. And essentially, this allows us to give a single number to a country to figure out where they rank on that AI global leadership scoreboard. And with that, I pass it to the next group leader.
For our data sources, we use ETO's tech website for our 5 different data sets: semiconductors, research collaborations, country AI activity, private sector indicators, governance documents, and all of which can be downloaded from our site right here. For our data processing pipeline, we had 5 raw data sets I just explained. Combining all those, we had 31 CSV files. We clean and combine all those data sets. We harmonize the names, and then we create 8 final master files, which then are used for our 7 dimensions for our AISI scoring. Now, to calculate these 7 dimension scores per country, things like hardware sovereignty, research capacity, commercial ecosystem, each with its own subcomponent weights, and those 7 scores feed into a coverage weighted composite formula that adjusts for missing data, applies a breadth factor so countries can't game the score by only having data in their strong areas, and produces one final AISI resilience score out of 100 for each of 195 countries.
Under the tab analysis, you can find our very interactive dynamic visualizations where it reviews how the countries are competing and collaborating across supply chains, talents, innovations, and investments. We bring the complex data to life so that you can see the trends but not just read about them. Along with this, our SWOT analysis identifies the strengths in our data resources and analysis practices, uncovers the weaknesses in the data resources, future opportunities to make our AC index framework to be more applicable, and external potential threats.
And a quick demo of that AISI index that was mentioned earlier. So here you can see the United States ranks #1 from our analysis. And what the AISI allows you to see is essentially how that country performs in each of the 7 dimensions that we had. And so you can see, for example, the United States does really well when it comes to collaboration and talent. And when you pick another country like, say, South Korea, you notice here that there's a lot of dimensions, or at least there's one dimension that they don't really perform really well in. And so this is essentially what the AISI index allows us to do. And thank you so much.